We're living in a time of extreme polarities. If you look at even studies in chaos theory, that there always has to be extreme polarities before there's a reorganization. And everything that is not consistent with a new level of energy or new level of consciousness is going to spiral apart. So think about it. Every system in nature, before it evolves, goes through a period of chaos. It's just the way it is. Information is what is causing this whole thing to accelerate, because you don't need an authority any longer to gain information. Because of technology, information is so accessible. So every time you learn knowledge, you become more conscious of the way things really are. How do you change the world then is the next question, because if you're seeing those non-local changes, then those people that are feeling heart coherence, every person they're in a relationship with, that they are networked with, to some measure or some degree, will have an effect on their autonomic nervous system. Well, they'll feel more coherent or more loving in that moment. So then if you get a group of people all doing this around the world, and HeartMath has done great research on Project Coherence to show that, in effect, that it can happen on opposite sides of the world, you get enough people doing that, you start seeing everybody coming from the place of love. Now, what does that do? Something emerges. A new species, a new consciousness emerges, where we're all acting as one mind. When you teach people how to connect to the energy of a future dream and be defined by a vision of the future instead of the memories of the past, to believe in their future more than they believe in their past, to fall in love with their future more than they fall in love with their past, and be able to combine that clear intention of that future and begin to feel the emotions of that future before it's made manifest, they're broadcasting a whole new signature into the field. Now, the beauty behind that is that the longer you're conscious of that energy, the more you're drawing that future to you, which also means then the moment you get in your car and start getting angry and getting frustrated because you're in traffic, now you just disconnected from the energy of your future, and now you're back to the energy of your past. And those survival emotions exert less effects on the nature of reality. So now you feel like matter trying to change matter. You're separate, and so you force it, you control it, you try harder, you wish, you pray, you hope. I mean, hope is a beggar. We do everything, compete to try to manipulate and make it happen, because we have limited resources then. So then, when a person's able to sustain or maintain that modified state of mind and being, then the fun starts to happen, because you start seeing those synchronicities. You start seeing those coincidences, those opportunities, those unknowns, those things start falling out of nowhere because you are connected to that field of information. And not only are you connected to it, but you're also beginning to influence it.